In this video, we cover some highlights from Chapter 3 of the Logic Course Adventure. Let's begin. First, let's remember that an argument is a set of statements, one of which is supported by the other or others. The statements that do the supporting, or if there's just one, the statement that does the supporting, is called the premise. If we have multiple supporting elements, then these are called the premises. The statement that is supported, proven, or established by the premises is the conclusion. One way we can identify the argument elements is through indicator words and phrases. For example, premise indicator words and phrases include since, because, for the reason that, and is evidenced by. Conclusion indicator words and phrases include therefore, it follows that, so, and consequently. Remember, an argument is a collection of statements. We can think also in terms of the fact that an argument aims at establishing a truth, establishing a claim is true. So, the sentences that are candidates for an argument have to have what's known as a truth value. In other words, the sentence has to be either true or false in order to be a candidate for an argument element. That is, to serve as a premise or a conclusion. So this bivalence is what makes a sentence a statement rather than, say, a question, command, or exclamation. Finally, let's talk about sound arguments. We know what a valid argument is. A valid argument is one in which we cannot deny the conclusion without thereby contradicting the premises. That is, contradicting what we've taken to be true. So, a sound argument is valid and has true premises. Now, some valid arguments are unsound, which is to say, there is at least one false premise. So you may have a structurally correct, that is a logically correct argument, but there's something wrong with the content. A valid argument, on the other hand, that is sound, is not only structurally correct, but also has true premises. It's, as our text says, the gold standard for deductive arguments. All invalid arguments are unsound by definition. Remember, sound arguments are valid arguments plus they have true premises. So all invalid arguments fail to satisfy the definition of soundness. Let's look at a couple of examples. First, here is an example of a valid argument with actually true premises. Joe Biden or Barack Obama is currently the President of the United States. Since Barack Obama is not currently the President of the United States, it follows that Joe Biden is. Now notice the time stamp, if you will, that's implicit in the word currently. As long as we're talking about the 4-year span during which Joe Biden is president, the argument is not just valid, it's also sound. But even after Joe Biden is finished with his term or terms, it will still be the case that the argument is valid. Just as the following example is valid, but the first premise and the conclusion are in fact false. The moon is made of blue or green cheese. Since the moon is not made of blue cheese, it follows that the moon is made of green cheese. I hope this Logic Course Adventure Chapter 3 Highlights video was helpful to you.